Still. Really special. It's a direct snap, but it goes to Clement, who gives it off to Kirk, the tight end, and then throws to the end zone. Touchdown! Foles caught the ball!
Wow, wow, wow. The Flying V, the annexation of Puerto Rico, just some of the most iconic plays ever executed in the movies. Those were special. They weren't Philly special, and those plays didn't win a Super Bowl. It was 5 years ago today. The Eagles won their first. It started on a napkin. It ended as confetti. You want Philly, Philly? Here's Sal Pal with how it came to be.
All right, here we go. We're going to run it at a bunch left. Sell like we're talking to the line. Backside edge. Got a slant block in the first thing in Seagal. Snap it. You're going to be ready for it. There he is. All tossed to him. 2-point play conversion is good. I was at home watching the Super Bowl. I knew right away what they were going to do because I could watch Foles kind of do exactly what he's coached to do, and he did a good job of it. I hopped up off my seat, and I remember just putting my hands up there and I said, Amy, they trim my play in the Super Bowl. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
All right, here we go. Hurry. Let's go line up. Hey, we're going bunch left, Detroit now.
640 miles south of Philadelphia, Somerville High School offensive coordinator Hunter Spivey
Very important that we
is installing the Philly Special.
All right, we want them to think in the gun, and we're going for a 2-point play.
But here it's called by a different name.
Hey, check. Hey, Cincinnati, Detroit.
Its original
Cincinnati,
name,
Detroit. Boom, that ball snapped, right?
Detroit.
Once he catches it, he goes. Now you take off out the back door. Okay?
I called it Detroit. I'm coaching kids, and I try to create relevance with signals, relevance with play calling. And the D stands for direct snap to the tailback. And so Detroit just stuck.
Those origins trace back not to a football field, but to this patchy diamond just outside Columbia, South Carolina.
2011 was when I took the offense coordinator job at Great Military Academy. It was a baseball field, and it was all that we had, you know. And I'm talking old school clay baseball field with a bumpy outfield and having to mark off the lines with the old school sprayer. And oh man, didn't have goalposts, but hey, we made it happen.
In that dirt, the Philly Special was born.
It's just something that just pops when you see it. Whenever I run a trick play or Spivey Special and it's worked, you just see it and you know it'll work. And that was one of them. You can run it any time, really, but I use it normally 2-point conversions. We used it several times.
In late summer of 2012, one encounter would forever change the fate of Spivey's play when he sought out Chad Morris, then the offensive coordinator of Clemson University. Spivey was looking for a job. Instead, he found a ticket to history.
I was at a high school coaching clinic in Greenville, and we had just finished speaking at a little seminar that I had to do. Hunter came up to me.
2-point plays came up. You know, and I'm like, man, I got one, coach. I'm telling you, I've run it like 4 or 5 times this year, and it's worked every time. He's like, you kidding me?
Well, my reaction to the play when he originally said it is like, oh, this is great.
We didn't have anything to write on. I was like, here's a napkin right here. So I'll reach over and we get this napkin. And so we're getting the pen, and we're drawing this play up, and we're coaching it up. And you can see a little gleam in his eye.
Morris grabbed that napkin, put it in his pocket, took it back to Dabo Sweeney.
We called it Detroit, I believe was our term for it at that time.
Let's go. Get ready to roll. Lock that thing up. Let's go.
On October 6, 2012, Spivey's play made its national debut.
And as soon as I saw the formation, I kind of knew, okay, he's about to run it.
We said, hey, let's put this thing on the right hash and let's make this call.
Now they go for 2. Direct snap to Ellington. Hopkins throws to Boyd.
I knew it was going to work. Lined up to the left. Andre Ellington, who was coming towards me to look like a reverse. Once I got the ball, they did no time, just sending the end zone wide open.
For somebody like Chad Morris to have enough confidence in the play to run it, against Georgia Tech on national TV was pretty awesome, man. It's very, very flattering.
The next stop was the NFL. And in 2015, Spivey's special was called by Tom Brady against the Eagles, this time with a different name. Hey, go! Thanks it! Let it go!
Snap directly to James White. He runs left, shovels it back to Danny Amendola. He's going to drop to 30, makes the catch, 35, runs to the 50, 45, 40, Tom gets out of bounds!
Then in week 17 of the 2016 season, the Bears dialed it up against the Vikings.
Meredith to Berkeley for the touchdown. Trickeration.
1 year later, in the 2017 postseason, the play would reach the pinnacle of football.
I thought, you know what? This fits who we are. The formation fits, the offense, the personnel, the whole thing about it is what we need. I discussed it with Frank Reich at the time, my coordinator, and he was excited about it.
You guys decided to run the play in the ballroom the night before, but not on the field at US Bank in the walkthrough.
Yeah, no chance we were running that thing anywhere where anybody else could see it.
I said, just call anything. Go back to training camp. Pull out basic plays. Pull out vanilla plays. And if there's anybody in the building, they're not going to see anything that is going to be run in the actual game.
In Super Bowl 52, holding a 3-point lead just before halftime, the Eagles dug deep into the playbook.
And called a play, and we broke the huddle, and wasn't really feeling that play, and burned a timeout.
It came to our mind, went over to Doug, asked him if we could run it, and he pauses because he's got so much going on in his headset with the coaches trying to figure the perfect play. You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it. When he said it, in my heart and my gut, it was like, that's the one. That's the play. This is the time.
Here we go. Philly special. Ready?
I was thinking he was a little bit crazy. I was thinking he was a little bit crazy. I was envisioning we were going to run it, but I was thinking a little bit later in the game, maybe when we were up by 9 points. That was vintage Doug.
Here we go. Tonight! Easy! Kill! Bleed!
Moves to the right, it goes directly to Clement. Reverses it, the pass goes into the end zone. And it is a touchdown,
Good call. Great call. Just right down my alley. I mean, it was perfect.
They brought it out in the Super Bowl.
If you're looking deeper into the play, you see a trust from a head coach to his players, and now it's one of the most famous plays in Super Bowl history. Hey, Bones, why were you so open? I sold it. I did some acting. Hey, Cincinnati, Detroit. Hey, Cincinnati, Detroit. Right foot up, good. Slip out, go. There it is. Boom, yeah. Nice, AB, don't sit
It being from the dirt field to the Super Bowl, wow. I've been blessed to show it to someone who can help facilitate it on a big stage. It's surreal at times, but it's just a football play to me, and I was fortunate that it made it to the Super Bowl.
That was incredible. Of course, a lot can change in the NFL over just a few years. There are 7 players that are currently on this Eagles active roster who are also on that team that won Super Bowl 52 5 years ago today, including center Jason Kelce and defensive tackle Fletcher Cox.
I just find my spot. If I hit the goalie,